I'm gonna turn off the lines, right? And I'm gonna get into this topic, which I do not want to leave because I put it in the thumbnail, and I want to talk to you guys about this a little bit. And this is the 17. Let me turn off these lines. The lines are off. Thank you for the people that are here. Don't go anywhere. But I do want to cover this topic before I shut it off for the night and I go to the Valentine show. El show de Valentín en español, which starts at 9:10. Trump reveals 1776 commission aimed at promoting patriotic education. I think this is extremely important. Looking back at my education, public school education, I think public school education, at least where I experienced it, is doing a huge disservice to the American to American life, American fabric in general, America, United States in general. They are not talking about being patriotic to what the United States. And we're going to talk about the 1619 Commission, what that is, and why is this such a horrible thing for the United States, because it's going to put slavery front and center as the main culprit, and it's going to try to make the United States feel bad for in perpetuity forever. President Trump on Thursday announced a federal 1776 commission to promote patriotic education and accused Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden and the New York Times for warping history. Trump said Democrats and the Times 1916 project promote an inaccurate version of U.S. history by overemphasizing race and the legacy of slavery. I will soon sign an executive order establishing a national commission to promote patriotic education. It will be called the 1776 Commission. Obviously, 1776, the year of independence of the United States. 1619, you might ask, is the year that the first slaves were brought from into America. They want to start history as of then, not 1776 when we declared freedom from the British Empire. So it says here, the commission will encourage our educators to teach our children about the miracle of American history and make plans to honor the 250th anniversary of our founding in 2026. Trump said again, the United States of America is not even 300 years old. It's not even 250 years old. We are, compared to nations, we are babies. But the United States has been blessed. Do we have problems? I just told you right now that I have problems with different little issues come up in my wife, right? With my wife. Everybody has issues. And everybody, if you put your issues front and center, I don't want to see them. Everybody has, what's they call it, bones in their closet. I don't want to see them. And you don't want the bones in your closet to be front and center when they talk about you. Why will the country want the most horrible things to come up or to be front and center constantly when the United States has done so much good things? Why can't we concentrate on the good things? Again, nobody's denying that slavery ever happened and it's a huge stain on America. We understand that. We get it. We understand that. But why can't we emphasize the countries we liberated, the food that we send out, the people that we help? This is a story. My father, Dominican Republic, he remembers a certain type of cheese. My father's 70-something years old. He remembers, I'm not sure if it was U.S. soldiers going into the Dominican Republic. He's from this part called Neiba. It's on the eastern side, very close to Haiti. My father's very dark man. He's a dark man. Has a lot of African blood in him, right? My mother's white. This is why I came like this. But my father, he remembers like U.S. soldiers or something like that going over there. He remembered that there was this certain type of cheese, right? That he loved. And he remembers to this day food that the U.S. was giving to these poor people for free. Why can't we talk about that? Why is that bad? Doesn't make any sense. Well, let's see here what it says, what Donald Trump keeps saying. As we gather in this afternoon, a radical movement is attempting to demolish this treasure and precious inheritance. We can't let that happen. Left-wing mobs have torn down statues of our founders, desecrated our memorials, and carried out a campaign of violence and anarchy, Trump said, that is all true. Nobody's celebrating any of the crimes that Christopher Columbus did. They're celebrating that he came here and he did what he did. And because of him, a lot of us are here. We cannot deny that. Far left demonstrators have chanted the words, America was never great. The left has launched a vicious and violent assault on law enforcement, the universal symbol of rule of law in America. These radicals have been aided and abetted by liberal politicians, 100% facts, establishment media, 100% facts, and large corporation. That is 100% facts when I talk about conservative dollars and not sending your conservative dollars to people and companies in particular who are forwarding a narrative to destroy who you are and what America stands for. Like, for example, McDonald's, the NFL supporting Black Lives Matter, who wants to destroy the nuclear family. Talking about Black Lives Matter, they are getting hit, demolished in the polls because America's waking up. Americans didn't know about Black Lives Matter and exactly what they stood for. I was one of them, believe it or not, and I'm doing this. I wasn't aware that Black Lives Matter wanted to destroy the family and all that stuff, right? These are, again, organizations getting a lot of corporate money because these companies want to look good in the eye of the public, and they want to look good, and Black Lives Matter and companies like that want to destroy America. So why would I send my money to these people?